What if I told you that the company that makes the best cushioning technology since Boost is Skechers? Or, well, it was Skechers. Look up nitro-infused foam. Maybe I'll do a full video on it, but I think people will be super surprised when they realize, yeah, Skechers did that. Anyway, this week is pretty crazy with releases, but if you really are about that life, this is going to be a really good week for you. So let's hop right into it. So Mr. Bailey has the Adidas Aruku Yagi. This is going to be on the 3rd for $280. So London's Mr. Bailey is the creative force behind this reimagining of the Adidas Adizero Aruku. The addition of Yagi to the silhouette now translates to walking goat, and the change is significant as the tooling has been remade to be closer to the hooves of goats. That's certainly a choice, but hopefully these things will be fun to walk and hike in, as some goats are known for their ability to just defy physics when trying to lick salt-laden mountains with other goats, and they're just into super mayhem and destruction. So these are actually pretty crazy. I really love this black and that super thick midsole. That super thick midsole is like a thing these days, so if that's something that you're into, this pair might be on your radar. Next up, Converse has a new collab with Coca-Cola on the way. Still missing my Coke Zero Orange colorway, but you know what? I'll let that slide for now, Converse. So you have the Coca-Cola Chuck Taylor in white. That one's going to be on the 3rd for 110. You can also get it in black. That's going to be on the 3rd for 110 as well. You can get it in red, which is my favorite of the batch just because of the connection to actual Coca-Cola. And then you also have it in silver, which is probably my least favorite of the bunch. But let me know, which one do you guys prefer? All right. Up there, Athletics has a New Balance Fuel Cell V5. This is called the Same Lane colorway. That's going to be on the 3rd for $145. Again, that thick midsole, it's definitely a thing that people are definitely going to be into. And these running brands, they're all in on it. Next up, we have the Nike Air Max DNA in metallic silver and black. This is going to be on the 4th for $220. And I mean, as you can see here, it is a very, interesting silhouette. It didn't pop off the way that I think Nike wanted it to, but I don't mind this silver colorway of all the colorways that I've seen so far. But let me know, is this something you guys are rock? And it's also hard though. At $220, I just don't know if $220 is the price point for that one. Anyway, next up, we have the Air Jordan 11 in the Rare Air colorway. So I'm a big fan of the Rare Air sort of, I don't know, I guess theme that Nike is doing. I have the 4s back here and I really love those. So this is after like 2 or 3 pushbacks, I think we're finally going to get the Rare Air 11s and kick off the proper celebration of the Jordan 11. Stay tuned next week when we probably do the same bit again because they're probably going to be delayed. But if you want those, they're going to cost you $235. All right. Next up, we have the Jordan Luka 4 Gone Ranching, and as you can see, Luka likes the ranch. These are going to be on the 5th for $135, and unlike good friend Nikola Jokic, Los Angeles Laker megastar, feels so good to say that because of our championship Laker team. Anyway, Los Angeles Lakers megastar Luka Doncic doesn't go out of his way to make Horse Guy a big part of his brand, but Jordan Brand is letting the world know with this new Gone Ranching colorway. Hopefully, he wins us Laker fans a championship or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 before he calls it a career. But it's nice to know that he's already got a plan once he does call it a career. So very interesting colorway, and I'm not mad at that. Next up, the Ja 3 Scratch. This is going to be on November 5th for $125. So since the Ja 3 is seemingly inspired by the scratch marks that had been an integral part of the Memphis Grizzlies brand, this pair pays homage to their team's Vancouver roots, which was going to be inevitable. And if you guys didn't know, the Memphis Grizzlies used to be the Vancouver Grizzlies, but I'm sure you guys knew that already, and you didn't need me to tell you that already, right? Right? Yeah. Next up, we have the Giannis Freak 7. This is the double take colorway. These are going to be on November 5th for $115. Very solid colorway, especially with that green. That green really pops on these. Next up, we have the Nike Air Max Waffle in sale. This is going to be on the 5th for $145. I really like this shoe. I haven't gotten a pair yet. I just like the way that it looks like a bunch of things kind of cobbled together. For me, it looks cool. So those are going to be on the 5th for $145, but you can also get them in olive and gum for $145 as well. I think I like the olive and gum colorway more than I like the white colorway, but either pair, I'm open to having them. Now, this one might not be for you, this could be for your partner, or if you are a fan of musicals, well, this one could be for you. I'm not the one to judge. But as we approach the release date of Wicked for Good, the sequel to last year's movie that was clearly a musical, and anybody who was shocked that it was a musical is really just lying to themselves, Puma is dropping a 3-pack that celebrates the principles from the film. So you have the Elfie, which is this green colorway. You also have the silver slippers, which is obviously from the movie because it's based on Wizard of Oz. And then you have this like pink or pastel colorway, which is called the Glinda colorway, and that's going to be on the 5th for $110. The silver slippers are $90, but the Speed Cats, those are going to cost you $110. If you're into the Asics Gel Cumulus 16, you have this Desert Rose colorway. This is a collab with Finesse, and those are going to be on the 5th for $170. For the Nike A1, you have the Royal Flame colorway. This is going to be on the 6th for $115. So for those that like red, the Yeezys is always a conversation when it comes to red colorways. You can get this Royal Flame one. Those are on the 6th, and those are going to be $115. Now, for you Air Max 95 fans, shout out to the Complex Sneaker List. You have the 95 Zip Loyal Blue. This is going to be on the 6th for $210. So back in 2001, Nike was getting experimental with the Air Max 95 and trying out new materials and treatments to breathe some new life to the franchise. The Zip was meant for women audiences with a sleeker and more lifestyle-centric profile. So to see it back in 2025 in a unisex size is, I'll say, a bit of a welcome change. So if you're into zippers and the 95s, then there's something for you to put on your radar. For you Stranger Things fans, I just want to say, first of all, I don't know how you guys continue watching. It feels like that thing started, the first episode of Stranger Things came out like 20 years ago. It's been so long. Anyway, so the Stranger Things Nike Dunk Low is dropping on the 6th for $155. As we approach the final season of the long-running Netflix signature show, Nike will debut a wide-ranging capsule collection revolving around the show's deep lore. Included is this distressed variant of the Dunk. It's a pin board that includes several references to key points from the show. If this vague, broad stroke description of the pack is in the giveaway that I have never watched the show, at least after the first season, then I don't know what would make it even more obvious. But it's a good looking pair of sneakers. We have that, and then they have the upside down Nike swoosh, so that counts for something, right? That's very I can't even think. I was gonna say Otherworld, but that's not what it's called. The upside down. Gosh, I almost killed myself there in the upside down. Next up, we have, the Sambas. Love these. Okay, so with the 2026 FIFA World Cup coming to the US, Adidas is set to drop a 4-pack of Sambas of teams that we expect to do well. Shocker, there's no Team USA colorway, at least not for the men. But hopefully we get a pity one as we get closer to the event. I was going to say that this is an Adidas bias for the squads where they are the official makers of the kits, but no, that's not even true because France is with Nike and Portugal is with Puma. So yeah, you have the FIFA World Cup 2026 Adidas Samba OG France. That's going to be on the 6th for $110. This France colorway. France colorways are always dope. Then you have the Argentina, again, very dope colorway. This reminds me of that Kobe colorway. The Kobe, I think it's the Kobe 4 colorway that DeMar DeRozan has. That's where this Argentina colorway comes from. Then we have the Mexico colorway. Again, super dope. And then you have the Portugal colorway as well. The Portugal colorway looks kind of dope. It's kind of like a Gucci sort of colorway, so I'm not opposed to that. It looks like they got some great materials on these as well. Now, moving on to the New Balance side of things, we have the New Balance 991 V2 made in the UK, and we have it in tapestry silver. That's going to be on the 6th for $250, but you can also get it in, now I don't know how to say this, Catawba grape in silver. So that's Catawba grape in silver. They could have just said Bordeaux, and I would have been happy, and that would have made this a lot easier for me. But anyway, moving on. We have the Puma MB-05 Encore. This is on the 6th for $130. Not sure what the Encore stands for because he hasn't really won anything yet. But, hey, we'll rock with that. Then we have the Eric Costin Nike Air Max 95 SB. Again, this is a reschedule. Those are going to be on the 7th for $190. Now, if you're our LeBron fan, we have the LeBron 23 Best in Class on the 7th for $210. So this is the latest in LeBron 23 sneakers for his 23rd signature, and it's a peak to back when he was first overall selection in the 2003 NBA draft, which is basically 20 years ago. Wait a minute. He's on his 23rd shoe, but he was drafted in 2003. So that's only 20 years. How did we get 3 extra shoes in there? Wait, I'm going to have to do that math. Anyway, while he did wear an all-white suit to the occasion, the red base is probably a reference to the Cleveland Cavaliers cap he wore when he stepped onto the stage that year. Yeah, how did we get 3 extra shoes? Huh. Anyway, Moving on. Now we have the Nike Book 1 Aurora. This is on the 7th for 145. Now we are officially into year 3 of the Nike Book 1's run, and from the looks of things, we could be in for a long wait before we get to the Book 2. That being said, Nike has consistently been dropping colorways of the Book 1, so that's a sign of confidence from the brand. And this purple Aurora pair with lenticular accents and a canvas upper is yet another example of the sneaker's versatility. This is probably the Book 1 in general is probably one of the most versatile sneakers that we've seen in a long time. And I'm glad that Nike isn't just getting rid of the sneaker, because they could easily do that. Now, this next sneaker, I'm not sure this is actually going to drop. It's the Nike Kobe 9 Elite Protro Perspective. It's going to be on the 7th for 220, supposedly. Now, we have no official pictures of this are available as of this recording. So we're going to take this supposed release and release date with a grain of salt. So basically, I was going to say, just ignore this part of the video. Skip past this part of the video, because I don't think this is actually going to release. Moving on to the trainer side of things, our old trainer side of things, we have the Nike Air Trainer Huarache Baroque Brown on the 7th for 160, but you can also get it in triple black. The triple black colorway is pretty dope to me. It has that, Air Force One black energy. Next up, we have the Curry Series 7 Aurora. It's too weird that we have the Aurora in 2 different sneakers in the same week, and they're 2 totally different colorways. This one's green and the other one was purple. Anyway, so these are dropping on the 7th for 160, and it's named after the unique natural light display that occurs in the kitchen of Principal Skinner, and not the Nike Book 1 colorway of the same name. This new Curry Series 7 is a wild display with the hyper green and the rebel pink combo. Again, totally different, although you did get a little bit of that same purple on the tongue of these. Next up, we have the Dawn issue number 7. This is Impulse and Pre-Loved Violet. That's going to be on the 7th for 120. And then for you Jordan fans, we have the Air Jordan 12 Taxi. This is going to drop on the 8th for 215. It's back again for the first time, since 2018. It's a retro of the Air Jordan 12 Taxi, worn by NBA on NBC contributor Michael Jordan during the 1996-97 season. It appears to be a faithful retro of the iconic model, but I guess we'll just leave that up to the people to decide for themselves when these drop next week, because they're definitely going to let us know. And then we have the Nike Air Foamposite 1 Pro Pearl. This is going to drop on the 8th for 240. Now, this is another beloved sneaker getting a long-awaited retro. However, this one is going to be under heavy scrutiny after past retros in the Foamposite lane have not been able to really replicate the pearlized upper and the rubber gum sole of the 1997 original. So just stay tuned to Twitter, because you'll probably hear about this one quite a bit. Anyway, so yeah, those are the releases for this week. Let me know what you guys like, or if I missed something. And let me know, did you ever suspect that Skechers would be the one to create the next big move when it comes to cushioning technology? Literally almost every other brand, even Nike, is using the technology that Skechers funded. It's wild to me. Anyway, we'll get into that some more in one of these upcoming videos. Anyway, I'm Jacques Slade. Thank you for watching. I've got a lot of Brooks shoes that I'm going to do an unboxing on, unless I already did the unboxing before I did this video. Okay, I'm rambling now. I'm going to get out of here. Shout out to Me Too. You got to check for that unboxing as well. All right, y'all. I'll see you soon. Peace.